Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on Thursday, April 15th. Couple days away from Alabama's spring game. Get your last drink of water. Get ready because the Alabama Crimson Tide are about to be playing some football at beautiful Bryant-Denny Stadium. Game will be on ESPN at 12 p.m. Central Time. Admission is $5, 50% attendance. We appreciate you, fam. Definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Mean it when I say it. We appreciate you more than you know. Away we go. Alabama entering their final practices before A-Day. And I think when you look at this team overall, we're definitely going to see some new faces at every single position, especially on the offensive side of the ball going into A-Day. Now, listening to Nick Saban's press conference, he said that there's going to be several players that are going to be out due to injuries. Some will be a game time decision. He didn't want to share the information. I get it. But going into this spring game, you're going to look for opportunities for new coaches, for new players. I mean, you got a new offensive coordinator in Bill O'Brien leading this offense. Nick Saban talked about, Bill O'Brien and kind of his philosophy that he's bringing this springtime. You got a guy like Jalen Armour Davis on the defensive side of the ball, right there, number 5. Coming back, trying to create value for himself, trying to win that number 1 spot at that corner position. We got our daily dose of Joshua Lanier, number 84. And then on the defensive side, you look to JaQuincy McKinstry, some of these younger guys that are looking for opportunities. Number 21, Jacquez Robinson, some guys who can step up during A-Day and show that they can compete when called on during A-Day. Now, spring football game is basically a scrimmage, but the ones are going to go against the ones and the twos are going against the twos. So I look to a bunch of different storylines going in. Of course, it's always fun to talk about the quarterback position, but when you look to the defensive side of the ball, at the safety position, you got DeMarco Hellams coming back. Wonder if he's going to be able to be that starter over Daniel Wright, or if they're going to have a bit of a rotation going in. Of course, here's Josh Jobe. He looks fantastic. Now, I'm really excited to see the defense. Josh Jobe, here's Jordan Battle, number 9. So a lot of vets returning on the defensive side of the ball, but I want to see how they've progressed in game situations. Number 81 right here, Cameron Latou. Talk about creating value for yourself. I think he's a guy who has certainly stepped up. How about this right here? This is Evan Neal. And what's interesting about this clip right here is he went out with the injury last Saturday during Alabama spring game, but good to see him back at practice. And then you got Thao Jones-Bell. You got Ajay Hall right here, number 17. So a lot of these receivers looking to make their mark. Nick Saban has been really adamant about Bryce Young being the number 1 quarterback going in. He responded to reporters again today talking about his quarterback, Bryce Young. Here's that clip.
You mentioned Bryce being the guy right now. How happy are you that he's...
I just said Bryce is going to play with the ones, all right? So that's the way it's going to be.
How happy are you that he's been able to kind of progress the way he has been? And do you find he's more confident now?
Well, how do you know that he's progressed the way he has been? What have you seen that be able to make that statement, first of all? I mean, I'm happy with his progress. I don't want you to think that, but I don't know where you sort of can just come out and make that statement. But I'm happy with his progress. I think he's played well this spring. I think he showed good leadership. He's made progress. I think he understands the offense. He's worked hard. I can make the statement because I watch him practice every day, but I don't know how much practice you saw.
Okay, with that, we'll go to Blake Topmeyer.
As we get to the photo galleries, here's Bryce Young, Alabama's quarterback. What do you want to see from the quarterback group overall on Saturday? I'm curious to see about the progression and how these guys do in game situation. I think that's clearly the obvious, right? I think we all want to see that. Here's number 27 right here. That's Kyle Edwards. We haven't seen much from him. I know he got a touchdown pass in a recent scrimmage, but some of these younger running backs want to see how they contribute to Alabama's offense when they get their name called and when they get opportunities. Here's a player we're all curious about, and that's Xavier Williams, number 3, a guy who's been at Alabama for quite some time, but just really hasn't seen that many opportunities. I know he spot played towards the later part of the last season, but now could be a great time for him to step up and become a really productive wide receiver for Alabama. Same goes for Javon Baker, who's entering his second year at Alabama. He's had a fantastic spring. I think when you look to breakthrough players, he's certainly been one of them. Chris Broswell right here, second-year player for Alabama. Again, another guy that we haven't heard too much about, but that doesn't mean that they're not doing well. That doesn't mean that they're not progressing. It just means that we just don't have the information on him at this point. JaQuincy McKinstry, heard he's been doing really good things at that corner position. Curious to see how he plays plays on Saturday. And then right here, this is Quindarius Robinson, another guy entering his second year looking for opportunities. So Alabama, of course, has so many guys, whether that's the ones, the twos, the threes, and I'm looking forward to the overall rotation and to get to see some of these guys in game situations, because I think that's really going to help us understand where this team is at finishing spring football. Now, earlier today, William Anderson won the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award from the 2020 season. You can watch that video right here on BamaInsider.com. Here's the full B-roll in its entirety. Enjoy the rest of the footage, fam.
Stay there, stay there. Hey, don't spill out of it. Stay square. Stay there. Hey, let's go. Here we go. Jog it back, jog it back, jog it back. Here we go. Ready. There you go. Stay square. Good. Good line. There you go, Justin. Get ready to hill line. Let's go. Get down. Right now. Hill line it. Stay. Let's go. Keep going, Wade. Go good. First. Finish, convert. Ball back. Free throw right there. Hey, he's back on foot. That's it. Go. Right there. Game right there. Play through. Repeat. Good. There you go. Next play. There you go.